Money is concentrating on the rich. The concentration of wealth in the world is far greater than you think. According to the Global Wealth Report released by Credit Suisse shows that 2016 the world's 1% own 50.8% of the world's wealth. The wealth of the world's 62 richest people, equivalent to the combined wealth of the poorest 50% of the population. If you look at it from a global perspective, in 2015, the Gini coefficient of the whole world has exceeded 70%. It far exceeds the wealth gap. The warning line is 40%. But there was no unrest. Everything still seems to be fine. Why? Because of all the conflict between rich and poor, dissolved by a set of verification theories. So-called verification theory. It is the system that leads the verification and follows the inspection. To know that in the international industrial chain, capital, technology, raw materials, labor, that in turn forms a chain of contempt from the top down. Who owns the capital? Who is the overlord? And cutting-edge technology accumulated through capital and time. It's also wealth. These countries with capital and technology occupy the testing position, master excess profits and high-paying jobs. But raw materials and labor are not scarce. Can only be in the verification tail. Profits are being squeezed indefinitely. The contradiction between the rich and the poor brought by the goose. It's going to be borne by the hard tail. In the 1970s, the United States and China resumed diplomatic relations. Japan and China have also embarked on a honeymoon period. Our coastal factories are starting to pop up. From the Asian tigers, as well as industries transferred from Japan, Europe, and the United States. Are they kind-hearted? No, definitely not. Practical benefits. Take Japan as an example. Japan is willing to transfer part of its processing industry to China. The reason is that Japan has already acquired the first business, the United States, for semiconductors. The transfer of high-value-added industries such as automobiles. They can earn higher profits. China's huge population and environmental carrying capacity, more just, can make their verification system more robust. But the Chinese know. People want to live a good life. You can't eat with your head. Break verification. Going up is the only way. How do you do that? Our way is technological breakthrough. Once technology breaks through this verification system, we have the initiative. So you will find, over the past 30 years, we trade 800 million shirts for Boeing. We're also starting to build our own big airplane. C919. We are frantically exporting small commodities from Yuwu, while trading the market for technology. We are developing our high-speed rail. We're making iPhones. He's holding his breath. Develop your own smartphone industry, while giving Tesla a land discount. Let him do the catfish. On the one hand, China's new energy vehicles are also accelerating. Everything has only one purpose, is to turn Chinese technology from a supporting role into a protagonist. And here we are. 919 was successfully inducted and launched into commercial flight. China has its own large aircraft. The high-speed rail has become our golden calling card. We export the whole solution by 1 meter. Xiaomi mobile phone is even more than Apple. Sales reached the second place in the world. Xiaomi Mi 14 Ultra sells for over 9,000 yuan in Japan. Still being robbed like crazy. And the car. We not only export volume crushing the world. The new energy technology is even more advanced. CEO of Ford even put the Xiaomi SU7, which has not been listed in China for a long time, shipped back to China for dismantling. And on the National Day mainstream media live broadcast, Xiaomi's Lei Jun also revealed, Mi SU7 is the new face of China's new energy industry. October deliveries will exceed 20,000. To know the boss, Tesla's Model 3 monthly sales peak in the last year, only 18,000. For Western verification systems, when China went from a supporting role to a leading role in technology, went to the center of the world, the one who is willing to undertake their contradictions, so that they can eat viand full of fat brains with peace of mind. It's already out. So in the past few years, you'll see all kinds of containment, all kinds of blockades, all kinds of sanctions. But for us, no matter how the environment changes, we only have one way. Walk on firmly and independently. Because compared with being rewarded with a feast, people believe in another saying, eat by ability. From 2 bombs and 1 satellite to a high-speed rail plane, from mobile cars to 5G to chips, we can only undertake assembly business from China. To a Chinese brand like Xiaomi, formed a powerful hardcore technology fleet. Open up a vast global market. The concept of China's independence has not changed. Click on your own technology tree in the future. Take care of your job. It will also be the main theme of Chinese companies. As for whether to be a goose or not, to be honest, we're not interested.